Hello, I'm BX Soycat, and welcome back to QnA Saturday. QnA Saturday is a weekly series I run on my channel where I answer your questions about a variety of subjects, and they're usually focused on the next update for Minecraft console, because obviously of the channel, but obviously about anything else that people have asked over the last week from the previous week's QnA Saturday. So if you want to ask any for next week, you can leave them in the comments down below. I'd prefer you watch the video first, but whatever you gotta do, I guess. Anyway, this is the first Q&A when I've been back from my trip through the, I guess, just North America. I was gonna say the Americas, but North America. Great time, in case you're curious, and let's just get straight into it. So I'd like to if you do like it, because it helps out the channel a lot, and let's know you do like Q&A Saturday. But with that said, let's get straight into the first question, which comes in from Enderminer818, who says, hashtag not doing hashtag Q&A, which I guess I have to admire that in some ways, even though there's technically a hashtag and a Q&A next to each other there. But yeah, he says, if you could own any fast food joint, what would it be? I guess I didn't sort these questions. But yeah, so the obvious answer here is because, you know, you can franchise pretty much any fast food thing. That's something I didn't learn until I studied business in, like, year 9. So, like, yeah, I didn't learn that for, like, until, like, 10 years ago. Maybe you haven't learned it yet. But you can franchise pretty much any fast food restaurant if you want to. You can own your own little version of it. And the obvious one most people go to is McDonald's, because, like, it's the key example of a fast food chain you can franchise. But I think that's a bad decision because, like, you know, not many people, even though, you know, I love McDonald's as like a restaurant, I think it's like dying as a brand, because the only reason it's so successful is because everyone had it as a kid and therefore they do that, but not everyone's, you know, giving it to their kids anymore because something reasons, and therefore I think the smart money is in like one of the fast food chains that's like growing right now. So if I had to make a guess, I'd say, like, let's call it either Subway or let's call it like I think Chipotle maybe might be a chain, I'm not sure for certain, but you know, one of those two, like, you gotta take one which is growing fast. So in the UK I'd say like Five Guys, for instance, because Five Guys went from being literally one store in London maybe like 2 years ago when I first went, and now I see them everywhere. It's amazing. And by the way, if you're in the UK, you should go to Five Guys, maybe Toycat's Five Guys if he opens one. I won't, as cool an idea as that would be, because you can actually look up the requirements for all of these online, and it's something like you need 500,000 in like liquid capital to make it. But the point being here is I don't have the money for a Five Guys, but if I did have the money to start a restaurant, I'd want it to be one that I really loved and that is also growing. So there's your pro tip for any restaurateurs out there. Probably should have picked a Minecraft question for the first one. I don't even know. That's just usually the format I go with. But let's move to the second question, which comes from Ali Halim, who has the British flag as their profile picture. It doesn't quite work so well square, but I like it anyway. And they say, hashtag Q&A. Did you know you can get a Bluetooth controller for $50 that you can use for MCPE? And yes, I am aware of that. In fact, I even have one, and I think the cost is, first of all, pretty crazy. It's more expensive to get an iOS controller than it is to get a what would you like, an Xbox controller or a PS4 controller, and it's a lot lower quality. I have like the Moga Rebel because it was one of the few Bluetooth ones. Basically, a Bluetooth controller for iOS is garbage. You do not want to do it because Bluetooth itself isn't an amazing standard for stuff like that. But then the way that MCPE interprets the controller is just, it's not good enough to, like, it's not as good as a console, is what I'm saying. There's like a slight input delay. It doesn't feel good. The menus aren't designed for it. And point being, don't do that. Right now, if you're out there and you're like, should I get a controller? No, it just doesn't. It works better than touch controls, but by such a tiny margin, and not $50 good. And that's why when I say, oh yeah, I play console because I like the controls the best, because, you know, a controller is just how I play most games, with very few exceptions like Portal. But yeah, as far as your question goes of did I know, I did know, but I just totally wouldn't recommend it. If you're on Android though, I think you can get like a direct wired connection from an Xbox controller to your thing. That's probably worth checking out, and if I get an Android tablet, I'll do that at some point, because with a phone it doesn't make two. Anyway, the point being though, yeah, I did know, and I would not recommend at all. So let's move on to the next question, shall we? Which comes in from Elbas Ali, who says, hey, do you think they'll bring back the Marvel and DC skin packs? So first of all, there were only Marvel skin packs. Second of all, I didn't actually know this, or I did know it, but like I didn't think about it at all, because I'm not a skin pack person. I don't really even think about it. But they used to have Marvel skin packs that were available for about a year for Minecraft console, but they lost the license to them. I never realized that till I went back and looked, and now there's a bunch of skins that you can only have if you bought these very expensive skin packs in that year-long period, and it's, you know, they do exist still, but very, very few people have them. So one, I feel like that will show up in a video at some point, because like I was mind blown when I saw a few of them again. I was like, whoa, I've never seen these skins. And second of all, DC skin packs, I think because Marvel let their, you know, license renew, didn't let their license renew, or, you know, something like that, I think there's a chance we'll see DC, because you've got to imagine, like, you know, Marvel lost their opportunity, maybe DC wants to swipe in and get that sweet Minecraft audience, or something like that. I imagine something like that has to be going down right now, maybe, or, you know, maybe they'll try it for like a new DC movie release. I don't know for certain, but I'd like to see it just because I love the idea of, like, like them swooping in and stealing the idea from Marvel. But that's just me personally. Yeah, will they bring back Marvel? Almost certainly not, because you don't want to like let it, you know, expire and then come back. When it expires, it's kind of like the done deal. But maybe Marvel will have it a fresh try if, you know, Minecraft grows more in the future, which I'm certain it will. But we'll see how that goes then. But with that said, let's move into the next question, shall we? Which comes in from Haunted Zombie, who says, IBX Soycat, which of the Nintendo Switch launch titles would make you want to get the Switch? So which of the Nintendo Switch launch titles am I like interested in? Well, I'm probably going to get a Switch anyway, because I love goofing around with this stuff. It probably won't be available till like a month after launch, because there's always scarcity of Nintendo products, because they're bad at manufacturing them. But yeah, as far as, you know, which of them would make me want to get the Switch, I think it's probably going to be either Breath of the Wild, the new Zelda game, or it's got to be the brand new Mario title. Everyone hates it, because like, oh, it's a real-life Mario thing, but to me it just looks like brand new 3D platforming. We haven't seen that since, what, like Galaxy for the... It's been almost 10 years, basically, since we saw a 3D Mario game, and since Super Mario 64 was my first, like, good Mario game I liked, I would love to see that again, and I'm super pumped for that. So, yes, Mario Odyssey, or whatever that's called, as well as Breath of the Wild, are probably the two titles I most care about. When they release a brand new Mario Kart game, you know, Mario Kart 9, I'll be pumped for that. When they release, you know, like, a brand new Smash game, then I guess I'll give that a try too. There's a lot of games that I think are exciting, and I think the Switch will become my, like, go-to play on a plane platform, because right now I use a 3DS, and I think a Switch would probably be like less baggage to keep with me, so there's that to consider at the very least. And I think, yeah, for me this is going to be like an entirely portable console that plays Mario games, and that's basically what it is. It's an expensive tablet, but it's totally worth considering if you like your Nintendo stuff. Anyway, that said, let's move to the next question, which comes in from CuteRabbit555, who says, please play Minecraft at 3 AM, smiley face, and has 18 little up thumbs on YouTube. Up thumbs sounds weird, but they have 18 of those little upvote things, and that makes me think a lot of people want this. However, you've got to bear in mind the Minecraft at 3am trend is more for the channels that are about like the, I guess you'd call it like the acting value, or the, you know, making something that you can suspend your disbelief with. I've always thought this channel's a bit better for like, oh yeah, here are some facts, here are some things that are real, you can trust me because I haven't done this or that or that. And I think, you know, doing the Minecraft at 3am thing, although I'm sure there's some fun to be had, and I'm sure there's some crazy views that are to be raked in, I think I'd rather, you know, keep the trend of being honest. And I think the stuff like that, you know, because a lot of channels use Minecraft as an acting tool, so they can make these cool Herobrine videos or make these 3am videos, and I think that's entirely fine for them, but I don't think it fits what I want to do on YouTube, and I don't think it fits what people want to see. And if I don't want to do it, and people don't want to see it from me, besides these 18 people, I don't know if it's the best idea, but I'm sure some of you have your own thoughts on that. Let me know. But for me, I'm not going to be making a Minecraft at 3am video, and hopefully you understand why. I mean, I don't know how many people think it would fit with my channel anyway. Like, oh yeah, why don't you do a, I don't know, like a pretend FNAF series or something. I know, we'll have to see about that though. Because even if I play like a real horror game, my goal is like, let's go in, let's see how not scared we can be, because then it's actually real when the scare happens. But again, I feel like there's a lot of trends on YouTube that just aren't for me, and I say, okay, feel free to enjoy them, but I'm not going to be doing them myself. But again, that's just my personal take now. But let's move on to the next question, which comes in from KC Mill, and this is a long one, it seems, who says, QnA without a hashtag. Why do we say Q&A? It stands for question and answer, but we're only asking the question and then you answer. Shouldn't we say Q, some example of a question here, instead of question and answer? Actually, this is only a question without an answer, and there was no question mark at the end of that, but that was a very, very long question, and this, I think this would be an interesting one to answer, because yeah, everyone does say hashtag Q&A, which doesn't actually make too much sense, even if you exclude the fact that you don't need hashtag, because yeah, you're only doing the Q, I'm giving you the A, and this video is a Q&A because I'm showing the Q and then giving the A. So yeah, if you're going to be doing any hashtag, people who insist on doing that, you should just be doing hashtag Q, or just a giant Q before your question. So that's what I'd recommend, actually. If you want to make sure that I see your question is a question and not just a comment on something I've said, leave a giant Q before it, a capital Q. Let's do it, guys. There we go, brand new thing that makes a little bit more sense than hashtag Q&A. Let's do it. Boom. So let's move to the next question, which is a little bit shorter, which comes in from Zach Ruiz, who says, hey Toycan, everyone else, would you rather have mods, realms, or build battle for console right now? So this is a good one, because they're all pretty cool things, like add-ons. Kind of looking forward to that. Realms, yeah, would be awesome. Build Battle would be interesting. I'd play it, and I'd probably suck at it, honestly. And then I'd be worried, because every, 30th time I win, I'd be like, what if someone just knows me, and that's why they vote for me? So, yeah, that'd be, I guess, as far as, the Build Battle thing, I'm not really as interested in that. Add-ons, they'd be cool, and I feel like they add more to the game, but there's a lot of, I guess there'd have to be a lot of tutorials, some people would be confused, and I think the easiest one is in terms of what would give me the most excitement personally would be realms, because there's two big realms ideas I'd love to see. YouTuber, realms, where we get like 8 YouTubers in there together, and like, playing with fans, where I just get as many fans as I can in the world, and we just do that. I'd like to do both, honestly. I don't know how to do that, but even either idea, if I have to pick between doing the YouTuber realm or doing the subscriber realm, I think both would be great ideas, because I'd love to have a way, that we can just have this ever-evolving world with subscribers. Obviously, I'm gonna have to just prepare for like, oh, someone's gonna think it's hilarious to grief the world, and then we're gonna have to deal with that whole stuff, and that's just the thing you deal with when adding subscribers to a realm. Maybe I could like only add people that I recognize have been subscribed for this long, and that comment in live streams or in comment. I don't know how we do it, but we could maybe work our way around that somehow. But even if you put that in there, like, that'd be great fun anyway. I'd love to have a proper opportunity to interact with people that way, because trying to have a regular Minecraft multiplayer game that has 8 people in it, I don't know if any of you have tried it, but it just stops really working effectively. One person joins with an awful connection, then everyone has a bad time. And I think having a realm where everyone's connecting to a server instead would be way better. Also, it might increase the player limit, because that's something they've said they want to do. So which of those three would I rather have? Realms. Which of the three do I think is coming first? Probably Build Battle, and then probably even add-ons first. But we'll wait and see. Maybe Realms is going to surprise come out at the start, because depending if they charge a subscription, that could be something good for them, which would be make it a good thing for us. Probably, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, let's move on to the next question, shall we? Which comes in from the Branson Bowler, who says, why does everyone always try to team with Toycat? If you like him and watch his videos, you can see he doesn't team with people. Yeah, that's the thing. When people try to team me, I'm a bit confused. It's like, I don't do this. This is like, it's not against the rules, but it's kind of against good competitive spirit. So if you see me in a battle game, don't go after me, because that's way worse. Like, just attack, treat me like a normal person in there. Don't try and either team with me or give me weapons, because that when I see people do that, you might have seen it in last week's QnA, I just get frustrated. I'm like, no, you're gonna get kicked if you try and do that, because that's not fun for the people you play against. It's not. I'd say it's not even fun for you, because you're gonna win, and therefore you remove the element of trying about it, and it's not fun for everyone else, because they get destroyed by people they probably shouldn't be. And yeah, point being here is don't team with Toycat. Don't team in general. I mean, if you're playing casual and you just want to do that, sure. But that's my little pro tip for you right now, because it just frustrates people, and you don't even get as much fun out of it as you might figure. So yeah, there's a little thing for you from the Branson Bowler. And let's move to the next question, which comes in from Andrew W, who says, if you could take either something from Minecraft and add it to the real world, or take something from the real world and add it to Minecraft, what would you do, and what thing would you choose? So I feel like it's got to be something from Minecraft and add it to the real world, because although it'd be cool to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to take a fighter jet from the real world, put it in Minecraft. That would be pretty cool for a little bit, but you'd probably get bored of the fighter jet when you realize how OP it is, and that's how most things would go, I think. So you'd have to take something from Minecraft and put it in the real world, and I feel like there's a few good options, because, you could be like, oh yeah, selflessly, I'll take the carrots from Minecraft because they grow so fast that, that means that we'll solve world hunger. Or you could be like, oh yeah, if we take these boats, then no one ever has to you can take anything from Minecraft and the real world, it's going to be more effective. But on a personal level, which is way more fun, right, I think I'd take the Elytra, because one, it's going to be more, it's going to be safer than like a parachute. And two, if everyone has Elytras in real life, instead of having airports like we do right now, where you wait for hours before, and you've got to go through security checkpoints, and this and that, and basically, rather than going through that, we could just have a system where, you put on your Elytra, you go to the top of this really tall tower they have at the airport, like maybe take a lift up there, and then you fly to your destination. That would be way more fun, probably like, I feel like if you're flying that high up, you might actually, like freeze yourself to death or something. But point being, it would be a cool idea, and Elytras in the real world way more important than like solving world hunger or whatever I just suggested, right? Maybe, potentially. I don't know, but the Elytra in real life would probably be the best option, in my opinion. But I'm sure everyone has their own one on that. I just think that mine is the best. For me personally, as someone who flies a lot and would rather not deal with some of the garbage you get when you're flying. But yeah, well, that's it. Let's move on to the final question, shall we? I don't know why I said final question so funnily, which comes in from Rio Kerrigan, who says, #ToyCatRules! And then brackets, Toycat, when the 1.11 update comes out for Minecraft console, what is the first thing you will do? So, yeah, what's the first thing I'll do when the update comes out? I think, because bear in mind, 1.11 isn't that big of an update. A lot of people are like, oh, we're so far behind PC. They have 1.11 and we don't. I don't know why I hit my table for that. But realistically, it's like, I think, 7 or 8 major features. I forget exactly how many it is, but there's not that many major features, and a lot of them don't really apply to console anyway. But yeah, so what's the first thing I'll do when it comes out? I'm going to go and I'm going to tame tame a llama. You might have noticed I've been making a llama in the background this entire time. It's not an amazing llama yet. I probably have to work at it some more. Maybe next week's Q&A Saturday. But yeah, I think llamas, they're the coolest part. I'm going to have like at least 3 videos on them. And I think they're all going to be fun videos. I'm going to have a lot of fun making them. And hopefully you'll enjoy them as far as that goes. But yeah, 1.11, I don't think it's one of the biggest updates ever. It might even be small enough to just be combined with 1.12 and become one of those things. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know what's going on at 4J Studios right now, but I'm sure we'll find out soon enough in the next month or two. And yeah, if it is that 1.11 update, I'd be surprised, and then I'd go out and I'd play my llamas and my woodland mansion. So yeah, I hope you did all enjoy. That was a loud noise. I hope you did all enjoy this week's Q&A Saturday. Like it if you did like it, because it helps out the channel a lot, and let us know you do like the video Saturday thing. Share it if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here, because I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if subscribed, you'll see them daily on your homepage. So I have just gone back from North America, like I said. Going to be a tiny bit rusty in my words and stuff for the next few days, but hopefully we get back into the swing of the YouTube stuff, and really looking forward to recording the Let's Play. So see you on Monday for that, and see you tomorrow for one of the cooler Seed Sundays I've seen in a while. Again, just recorded that too, and I guess I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.